But this right here, Omékongo, is the problem with most, and I'm going to say this, a lot of journalists, okay? A lot of these people we see on television, on radio, they are not smart. They don't do any research. They don't double check. And even some of these national shows, they allow these politicians to come on those shows, lie, make claims, and don't push back. Just like when we called out Senator Tim Scott for going on Fox News and lying by saying, oh, President Donald Trump has done more for HBCUs than any other president in history. His ass was lying. And these folks, and look, we know what's going to happen on Fox News. Fox News, they will let people lie. But what Jim DeFee did here is what every journalist should do. Is like, hold up, let's run this back. Your ass didn't vote for it.
It was a masterclass. I loved it. And I'm telling you, Roland, time and time again on all of these networks, throughout the last, particularly once Trump came into, being in, 2016 or 2015 or whatever, I get so angry at the journalists or so-called journalists, or let's just call them hosts, I guess, because they don't act like journalists, who don't do their job, who don't press the issue, who let these guys get up there and run whatever they want to say because they're afraid that if they challenge somebody like a Trump or Ron DeSantis or somebody like that, they won't get access to them later. That's not your job as a journalist, to be some type of sniveling coward who's only concerned about ratings or not becoming some type of social media post. You're supposed to get up there and do your job. As the great Joe Madison said, your next question is supposed to be based on the last answer. You don't just let people run with their talking points. And I'll see people like Ron DeSantis or like Morning Joe, or I'll see this person on CNN and the like, and they just talk. They pivot back to whatever it is that they want to talk about with no follow-up questions. And I honestly believe, Roland, that if we had more people who did like what you do or like what Jim DeFee did here, some of these candidates would not be able to rise to the levels that they have been because they would have been embarrassed out of being able to assume their positions. But that is the problem now. We have these people, got these platforms, and I'll be quite honest also, this is one of the challenges I have with these politicians who are very selective about the black host or black targeted media that they engage in. People know that if they go on like the Breakfast Club or something like that, they're either not going to get hardball questions or there's not a great deal of institutional knowledge there to be able to really be able to push back. And so we have to be targeted. And it's not about dissing anybody. It's about, like you said, basic journalistic principles and challenging people on things that they are outright lying about. Nobody should look at that as a diss or a slam. It's about doing your job. And in this day and age with AI and deep fakes and fake robocalls and the like, there's more misinformation and disinformation than facts. So journalists should use this as a prime opportunity right now to dig down deeper into doing their job and exposing many of these politicians and others types of folks for the liars that they are. So thank you, Jim. But thank you also, Roland, because interview after interview, you don't let anybody get away with anything. And that's why I think some of these guys are terrified of coming on your show, because here, facts matter.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.